Welcome to this episode of Gamer World, the place where we dive deep into the world of gaming. I'm Charles Chen, and today we're exploring the landscape of one of the video game industry titans, Ubisoft. Founded in 1986 in the picturesque town of Courtois, France, Ubisoft has grown from a humble family business into a global powerhouse in the gaming world. In this episode, we'll take you through the exhilarating highs of Ubisoft's innovative leaps in franchises like Assassin's Creed and the Tom Clancy series. We'll also navigate through the turbulent waters the company has faced in recent years, marked by a decline in popularity and increasing criticism. From groundbreaking successes to significant challenges, we explore what makes Ubisoft a fascinating subject, not just for gamers, but for anyone interested in the business of entertainment. I will start with my own journey with Ubisoft that began not too long ago, in 2015, when I first set sail in the world of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. This wasn't just any game, it was a journey back to the golden age of piracy in the Caribbean. In 1715, I remember maneuvering around British Empire warships, diving into sunken treasures, and getting lost in the vast open seas. It was, as many agree, one of the greatest Assassin's Creed games ever made, setting a new standard for the series and the industry at large. But my fascination with Ubisoft didn't stop at their successes. It was also drawn from their challenges, like the rocky launch of the first Watch Dogs game, a year before my introduction to their world. Released in 2014, Watch Dogs was met with significant criticism. It is an open-world game set in the city of Chicago about a legendary hacker. Fans and critics accused Ubisoft of false advertising, pointing out a stark contrast between the game's hyped promises and its final delivery. The graphics, gameplay, and the content each fell short of the expectations set by early previews. These highs and lows painted a complex picture of a company capable of both groundbreaking innovation and notable missteps. This duality intrigued me, pulling me deeper into the world of Ubisoft's business model, their creative processes, and the bold decisions they've made in the face of both applause and criticism. Let's rewind to 1986. Five brothers from the Guillemot family founded Ubisoft in a small village in Brittany, France. In the early 90s, Ubisoft began shifting its focus from distribution to development, a move that will pave the way for the series of strategic acquisitions and expansions worldwide. They opened studios in places as diverse as Romania, Canada, and China, turning Ubisoft from a local contender into a global leader in entertainment. This expansion set the stage for some of Ubisoft's most iconic franchises. Take Assassin's Creed for instance. First launched in 2007, it was not just a game, it was a doorway to the past. Players leaped from the rooftops from ancient Jerusalem to the bustling streets of Renaissance Italy and beyond, each installment blending meticulous historical research with rich narrative-driven gameplay. The series not only captivated millions, but also set a new standard for historical fiction in gaming. Then there's the Tom Clancy series, encompassing titles like Rainbow Six, Ghost Recon, and Splinter Cell. These games redefine tactical stealth gameplay, offering players intense, realistic military experiences grounded in Tom Clancy's detailed world of espionage and warfare. Through these franchises and more, Ubisoft didn't just create games, they created worlds that resonate deeply with players, influencing gaming culture and setting trends in a competitive industry. Their diverse portfolio, spanning genres from epic historical adventures to intense tactical shooters, showcases their unique ability to both diversify and specialize, striking a chord with a wide array of audiences. But not all journeys are without their stumbles. Even titans like Ubisoft have faced their fair share of challenges. Over the past 5 to 7 years, the company has seen a noticeable dip in popularity among gamers. This decline has been marked by a mix of critical reviews. In a world where constant innovation is key, some critics and players have voiced concerns over what they perceive as repetitive game mechanics across Ubisoft's titles. Games like the later entries of Assassin's Creed Ancient Myth series, including Assassin's Creed Origin, Odyssey, and Valhalla, have been criticized for not involving enough, relying on similar formulas that, while successful in the past, but now seem to blend together indistinctly. In gaming circles, there is even a term for it. It's called Ubisoft Open World. It's a type of game where, upon opening the map, players are greeted with stunning graphics and a seemingly endless world to explore. Initially, this is exhilarating, but as players begin to navigate these vast spaces, they often find themselves overwhelmed by the sheer volume of quests, most of which bear little differences from one another, leading to fatigue and even boredom. Open-world games are intended to offer players the freedom to craft their own journeys, to explore at their own pace, in their own style. They allow developers to embed Easter eggs throughout, creating unique ways to communicate with their audience. However, when these vast worlds are cluttered with tedious quests, repetitive trajectories, and uninspired storylines that feel copied and pasted from one game to the next, the magic just starts to fade. Over time, this formula has disappointed the players. The charm of discovering a new city or hidden treasure has been overshadowed by the predictability of each game's structure. It's a challenge that Ubisoft must confront if they wish to recapture the hearts of their audience and the pioneering spirit that once defined their games. In response to challenges and evolving demands of the gaming industry, Ubisoft hasn't been standing still, though. The company is actively reshaping its approach, diving into new markets and revamping its market strategies to reach a broader audience. One of the key areas Ubisoft is expanding into is its mobile games sector, recognizing the growing market of casual gamers who play on smartphones and tablets. Ubisoft has been adapting its major franchises for mobile platform. Titles like Assassin's Creed Rebellion and Tom Clancy's Elite Squad aim to capture the essence of their console counterparts, offering a more accessible gaming experience on the go. Virtual reality, another frontier that Ubisoft is exploring. They've been pioneering immersive VR experiences, which include games like Eagle Flight and Werewolf Within. These games showcase Ubisoft's commitment to push the boundaries of how players interact with game environments and narratives, offering a glimpse into what the future of gaming might hold. And looking ahead, Ubisoft has teased several exciting projects that could redefine their standing in the industry. Among these is the highly anticipated Beyond Good and Evil 2, a game that's been in the market for years. Its ambitious scope and promise of a vast, dynamically interactive universe shows Ubisoft's intent to not just keep up with gaming trends, but to innovate ahead of them. As we turn our gaze to the future and what might be on the horizon for Ubisoft, it's crucial to reflect on some of their recent strategic decisions concerning their flagship series. For instance, Assassin's Creed continues to be a staple, with new entries almost every year suggesting that Ubisoft is not ready to abandon this rule just yet. The three games from the Ancient Myth series have shifted its focus from the original Assassin style. The surging amount of action and just RPG elements has caused them to lose half of the players. The most recent release of Assassin's Creed Mirage shows their attempt to step back into the correct direction, but an annual release might let the players question the time and effort that is put into each one of them. However, not all series have seen such sustained support. Take Ghost Recon. After the underwhelming reception of Ghost Recon Breakpoint, there seems to be a pause, with no clear plans for a new installment announced. Similarly, after Watch Dogs Legion failed to meet expectations, rumors suggest that Ubisoft might be stepping back from its series as well. And then there's Splinter Cell, a series that's been dormant for years. Fans have long wanted for its return, yet there appears to be no movement on that front. It raises questions about Ubisoft's strategy in handling its IPs. Are these decisions a tactical retreat or a significant oversight? The challenge for Ubisoft is not just to evolve, but to do so while honoring the legacy of what made their games beloved in the first place. Balancing innovation with tradition, the new with the familiar, is no easy task, but it is essential for sustaining the deep connection they have forged with players around the world. Today, we've talked a lot about Ubisoft. We've traversed through its remarkable rise, confronted its challenging phases, and speculated on its innovative strides into the future. From humble beginnings in a small French village to becoming a global gaming titan, Ubisoft's story is testament to the ever-changing landscape of the video game industry. What lies ahead for Ubisoft? Will they manage to recapture the magic and momentum of their early days, or will they redefine what success looks like in a modern context? Only time will tell. As a fan, an observer, and most importantly, a gamer who has been on this journey with Ubisoft, I'm still very proud to say I enjoy Ubisoft games. The story of Ubisoft is far from over. It will continue to evolve, as will the worlds they created and the experiences they offer to gamers around the world.